I'm a huge Batman film fanatic. Okay, I love the Batman films, the Christopher Nolan ones in particular. The Dark Knight is my favorite movie of all time.
Ooh, all time.
All time. Yep. I got asked that question the other day, and I had to think about it for a minute. And it's just, what's the movie I saw the most times in the theater?
Oh, good question.
It was The Dark Knight. I probably saw it 20 times in the theater.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a long movie.
It's a very long movie. I also was in a stage in my life where I would take a pill or two.
Gotcha.
And that was more of an escape as well. So I don't want to tarnish the fact that I loved the movie by the fact that I was using it at the time. Though it's an incredible performance by Heath Ledger, by everybody in the film, to be honest. And so love the Batman films. Now, we get a bit of a reboot, right? Robert Pattinson takes over the role today, right? It comes out at midnight tonight or in some other places in LA. I think they come out at 3 o'clock today.
Yeah.
Anna and I, we got childcare. That was up in the air a little bit that we could find childcare.
You're going tonight.
We're going tomorrow.
Okay.
And I didn't think I was hosting the show tomorrow, so this kind of could have been postponed to tomorrow.
Little wrinkle.
But there are some that are going to see it today. What is your guys' thought process around the continuation of rebooting a storied brand in movie form?
You know, TJ, you start.
Well, right now, Ryan, off the Batman thing, right now a lot of people on Twitter are going crazy because White Man Can't Jump apparently is getting rebooted.
Right.
So, and I just put a tweet out, like, you always see people upset in arms about, like, why movies are getting remade. But my thought is always, it's never going to touch the original movie that you like so much, right? It's not like anyone's going to go and put hit delete and all of a sudden every copy of the movie is going to be gone. You can always watch and enjoy that original that you love so much. And if you don't like the reboot or you're not into the reimagining, then you don't got to watch it. It's just that simple.
You don't think it diminishes the impact that it had on so many, or
I don't think so. I mean, no matter how many Star Wars get made, right? I'll be honest with you. The first 3 Star Wars, which weren't the first 3, but the first 3 that came out in our youth.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. But then after that, I didn't really watch many of, or I didn't really watch any of the newer ones, to be honest with you. But it never took away that joy I felt as like a 10-year-old kid looking at Chewbacca and Han Solo flying in the Falcon for the first time. It's never going to touch that.
I did out of loyalty. I thought Revenge of the Sith, where Hayden Christensen becomes Darth Vader.
Spoiler
I did see that one, yeah.
Sorry. Those of you who haven't seen it, Hayden Christensen.
As Larry David would say, assume tape.
Come on now.
I enjoyed that one. But I'm with you. I think there was more of a loyalty thing to it. I enjoyed the J.J. Abrams remakes, though, a little bit. Yeah. Later, and I enjoyed those two. He kind of went back in terms of, especially the first one. And I liked, the ones they put in between. Rogue One may be one of the best.
Rogue One was really good.
Star Wars films, because it showed you how the initial one you ever saw was when they had gotten the plans for the Death Star that Princess Leia was smuggling away, and that's how you find out.
Well, the last 5 minutes of Rogue One are just unbelievable.
Help
me, Obi-Wan. You're our only hope.
Yep.
But that's not Rogue One, obviously. I just want to say that.
But that's where it was going, right? That led you into episode 4, ultimately, which is what,
we all know,
tore at everybody's heartstrings and was embedded in people's minds. Well,
I don't know. I kind of agree with you, TJ. Like, if you're not into the remakes, you don't have to watch them. It's not going to tarnish, the first time you ever saw Ghostbusters or any types of movies like that.
Well, yeah, because I'm getting some pressure to watch Ghostbusters Afterlife with Paul Rudd, who I love. I love Paul Rudd.
Of course, we all do.
Right. It actually looks like it could be. I haven't watched it yet, but I go, if it's on, probably won't go out of my way, but if it's on, I'll watch that.
Well, it's streaming available now, and of course, Anna's been giving me a list of things that we can watch, and this is something she really wants to watch, and I'm just like, I don't really have much interest.
Hey, Ryan,
if Bill Murray's in it, I guess
it was all right. I watched it.
Okay,
but it's worth seeing. If you like the originals, it's worth seeing.
All right.
And bottom line, Ryan, if Anna wants to watch it,
we're gonna watch it.
You gotta watch it, bro.
We're ultimately gonna watch it. Yeah,
you gotta watch it, man.
But
this
one, this Batman, no spoiler spoilers here because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any previews. I'm not Ben Lyons, who sits in this chair from time to time. We probably saw it 4 months ago. Yeah. He's probably seen the second one already. It looks darker, which I'm all for. Yeah. I like the darker Batman mentality. Like that's what I'm looking for in this one. I'm not even though Spider-Man's gotten dark over the last few movies, there's still this upbeatness to Peter Parker, played by Tom Holland, right?
Yeah, because he's always been a lighthearted character, Spider-Man.
And this Batman, this one looks vengeful.
How do you feel about Pattinson taking over the cowl and the mask?
Always loved Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Loved him ever since he played Cedric Diggory in the Harry Potter film.
I thought you were a big Twilight guy too.
I am a big Twilight guy too, but I think he was good. It's hard to when they manifest movies out of books when you've really been invested in the books. It's sometimes hard.
It's impossible because nothing can touch your imagination.
I will say this: Fault in the Stars translated incredibly well from book to movie. Maybe because it was Shailene Woodley. She was awesome in it. She played the character really well. So it's difficult sometimes Gone Girl. I thought Gone Girl did a very good job too of translating from book to on the. I didn't see Ben Affleck as the husband initially when it was announced, but Rosamund Pike was perfect for the female lead in that film. Doogie Howser. I don't know.
Doogie Howser. R.I.P.
But anyway, I'm also waiting for, I think I've had Jay Chandrasekhar on the show when I've hosted before. He's one of the guys from Broken Lizard. He's made the Super Trooper movies all the time, and I'm always pitching him this idea that, what's Doogie's name? It's
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris, right?
Yeah, NPH.
I'm always pitching the idea of doing the Neil Patrick Harris from Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. It's like me in one of the shows. Like I show up as myself, and it was just a dumpster fire show of a person, and through that process, he has yet to bite on that one yet, but. We'll see.
I would say no on that one because I wouldn't want anything to maybe trigger you to maybe like
It wouldn't.
Okay.
No, I don't have to worry about that anymore. I think it'd be hilarious.
Though, you mentioned this movie looks like it's dark. Batman has always kind of been a dark character.
Yeah, he comes from the dark, not quite like Bane dark, but
right? Not but that's kind of his whole thing, And
for whatever reason, I felt like the Michael Keaton versions were dark, but they're a little bit bubbly.
They were lighthearted, yeah.
They're a little more lightheartedly. And then when you were going through that time with Val Kilmer and George Clooney, and you had Arnold Schwarzenegger as
tried to make him Mr. Freeze. They tried to make him like popcorn movies.
Right.
But they're not.
And they're not.
Right.
And so when Christopher Nolan came to the forefront with Batman Begins, I was just blown away. But I'm also blown away by anything that Christopher Nolan does. Though Tenet for me was I'm not gonna go there. But
I didn't watch them, but did you enjoy the Ben Affleck Batmans?
I did to a point, except for Batman versus Superman, and the plot twist was that both of their moms' names were Martha, and it stopped them from killing each other.
That was it. That was
like they were. It was Batman versus Superman, and they were fighting, and all of a sudden they both realized that their mother's names were Martha.
But can I be honest with you? At that moment when it happened, I went, "Holy crap! How had I never thought about that before?" It literally made me pause. Like I was like, "Holy crap! That is true." And then it was like they had a kumbaya moment.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were destined on
Batman
destroying.
was about to take Superman out. Spoiler alert.
Oh.
And then
and then the Martha bomb.
The Martha bomb hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy crap, that's true. And then I thought for a half a second, wait, are they brothers? No, they can't be.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.